Hello, my name is Mike Donovan. We're going to be having a short chat here about the Southern Park Circuit in Tanzania. Now, before I get started, I just want to mention that this is an excerpt out of our ebook called How to Best Tour Africa, and it's a free book. It's an ebook actually, so we actually send it to you as a PDF document, and it's free, no obligation. Just call us or email us, and we'll send it to you free of charge. So anyway, the Southern Park Circuit is a great place for game safari in Africa. It's actually one of our jewels of Africa, and it's actually located in southern Tanzania. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just kind of circling here. It mainly comprises the Selous Game Reserve and the Ruaha National Parks in southern Tanzania. It also includes Mikumi National Park, but quite frankly, I recommend just the Selous and the Ruaha parks, and then flying in between them, in fact, and then flying back to Zanzibar. It's very remote, which is one of the intriguing aspects of it. Is hardly anybody there. It's visited by very, very few people. Now, on our ebook, you'll notice in any of our ebook or in any of our documents, we put in link. So you actually just click on this link with your left clicker and click on it. There's little videos that will pop up. Actually, this is a UNESCO historical site page, so this is great actually. Yeah, you can go in here and click on that. Maybe Ruaha has a video here. No, actually it does have a video. So this is actually a link to the Tanzania National Parks, and then within the link there's a video here that you can just click on. You can click on here for full screen, and there'll be good information in there about Ruaha Park. To get out of this, you just click on Escape, top left corner on your keyboard, and that'll bring you back to this, and you can just close that down, and that'll bring you back to the document again. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that there's a lot more levels to the ebook than just the ebook itself. There's links so that you can open up for more information. Now, the Southern Park Circuit, as I say, it's quite remote. It's actually much different than the Northern Park Circuit in Tanzania. I've also done another video on the Northern Park Circuit. The Southern Park Circuit is a lot flatter and bushier, much sandier, with a lot of intermittent waterways. It lends itself to not only driving safaris, but what we call wet safaris or water safaris, which I'll explain here in just a bit. Now, it's somewhat similar to the Okavango Delta, which I also cover in another video, which has the wet and the dry safaris, but the Southern Park Circuit is considerably cheaper than the Okavango Delta. The Okavango Delta, it definitely caters to more of a luxury clientele, whereas you can get some mid-range experiences on the Southern Park Circuit in Tanzania as well. And again, the other thing, of course, being in Tanzania, is you can combine more readily a safari of the Northern Park Circuit with the Southern Park Circuit. The Northern Park Circuit is what we consider to be a gypsy type of a safari, which if you watch that video, it'll explain to you a little more about what comprises a gypsy safari. Whereas on the Southern Park Circuit, we can consider it to be more of a tranquil safari where you stay at a camp for several days at a time, and not doing as much driving as you would on the Northern Park Circuit. So some of the things you can do in the Southern Circuit is a driving safari, which you can of course do on the Northern Park Circuit, but that's about it for the Northern Park Circuit. Whereas in the Southern Park Circuit, we can do boating safaris, we can do fishing, walking safaris, fly camping. So there's a lot more safari types that we can do there. So for instance, in the morning, you could go out from your camp, do a driving safari, come back in the middle part of the day, and then go back out in the late afternoon, early evening for a different type of a safari. This is more geared to what we would consider to be a serious safari enthusiast rather than a casual safari enthusiast. So casual safari enthusiasts might be more attracted to going to game reserves and parks, maybe in the country of South Africa. Whereas if you're a serious safari enthusiast, this is going to be more suited to you. You would stay at a camp for 2 or 3 days at a time. Camp includes all the meals and some of the or actually all of the meals, all the activities, where if you were to stay at more of a luxury camp, that would include your booze and stuff like that. Again, we typically will fly in and out and between the safari, the Selous and the Ruaha, and back to Dar es Salaam perhaps, or onto Arusha to hook up with the Northern Park Circuit. The vehicles that we would use would be the open-sided four-wheel drive Land Cruisers or Toyota or the Land Rovers. Open seating, you're not standing up. There'll probably be a cover on it, and this is more common type of vehicle that we use for safaris where we fly into the camps. These would be the vehicles situated at the camps, driven by one of the camp vehicles. I really like these vehicles because they're open-sided, good line of visibility, and the driver and the guide, oftentimes the same person, are there to answer your questions and explain to you what it is you're seeing and doing. The venues at on the Southern Circuit are very good. Generally small camps, very comfortable. They're usually permanent tented camps or lodges, hot water, electricity. There's generally going to be a central complex where people can congregate for drinking and eating and socializing, maybe a fire pit, swimming pool, perhaps in a lounge area. A lot of times the camps have a great view overlooking a water area, maybe where there's hippos and giraffes and elephants and so on and so forth. Very nice venues, very comfortable, very well appointed. In the Ruaha camp, one of the camps there is overlooking the river, and you can actually just sit out on your chair with a rum and coke or a drink of some sort and reading a book, and the animals will come and go all day long. So maybe a herd of elephants come in, drink, leave, and then a herd of giraffe and a herd of zebras and lots of birds and wild pig, you can actually, so in essence what happens is the safari comes to you. So this is a very great location for different types of safaris, where you can do driving safaris, walking safaris, nighttime safaris, or, as I say, the safari can come to you if you want it to. I explained about the route, the vehicles that we use. Now, here's the one thing about the Southern Park Circuit that differs from the Okavango Delta or the Northern Park Circuit, is that the wildlife is not as habituated because we're in a very remote location. You'll hardly run into anybody else at all. So a little more, the animal life is a little more skittish, but if you're patient, you will have some excellent animal encounters. You generally share the vehicles with the other patrons in the camp, but sometimes you'll have the safari vehicle all to yourself. That's all explained. I explained that to you. Again, the guides are amazing. They're very knowledgeable. Their ability to see wildlife or track wildlife is amazing. They just bring a exceptional value to the tour. And I already mentioned the fact that the Northern Park Circuit and the Southern Park Circuit are both located in Tanzania, so they can be readily combined if you want, although there's an additional cost of flying in and out. So that is my bit on the Southern Park Circuit. It's a jewel of Africa. This is again an excerpt out of our ebook called How to Best Tour Africa. It's a phenomenal resource for information on African tours. It's free of charge. Just email us or phone us and we will send it to you.